Welcome to the Pastry Divas. This is Nadia. Today we are cooking Italian plum budino. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get our pot of water ready. This is just 2 cups of water and we're going to add half a cup of cornmeal. So the cornmeal I'm adding in 2 different sections. This is actually a 1/4 cup measurement, so we're going to do it twice. We want to whisk the cornmeal continuously as we sprinkle it through the water because we don't want any clumps. If you get clumps, you're going to have little hard uncooked bits and it's not going to be very creamy and palatable in your mouth. So just whisk it in nice and carefully and continue on. Then we are going to get the sweetness factor, our sugar. Doesn't matter whether it's white sugar or brown sugar, your choice. Just make sure you hit it with the salt. That's going to be our flavor enhancer and is going to help us smoothen out the sweetness and balance it out a little bit. Now with our egg, some recipes will call for only a yolk, and that's fine. I prefer using the whole egg. The emulsifier and the protein in the yolk is going to help us bind it, and that's why some people only use the yolk as opposed to the whole egg. Make sure that you whisk this continuously. If you pour it all in together, you're going to have some hot spots and you're going to scramble that egg. I have added the egg to the cream to help break that up and to avoid some of the scrambling effect that can happen. The method for putting that in is actually called tempering, similar to the chocolate. Now on the back burner, we've got sugar and lemon juice. We're going to add our plums to it. The plums are Italian prune plums. They are from a neighbor's tree. We are going to slice them in thin ribbons and then add them to that sugar. So I'm going to add about 2 cups to the sugar and cook that down. The sugar, we're going to boil that all together. And while we're doing that, we're adding about 2 tablespoons of butter to the budino, and that is going to help with the creaminess and richness in it. And remember, butter is about 10% water, so we're also adding a little bit of hydration to that. We want this creamy and smooth. The polenta needs to cook for at least 20 minutes or it will be grainy. So we're going to continue on with our back burner and get that marmellata up to temperature. I want to cook it to about 115 degrees. This is your softball stage. That softball is going to make that tacky, sticky syrup. Kind of think of it as a clear caramel. Remember, caramel's a flavor, not a color. So after that breaks down, we're going to add our second 2 cups and layer your components in the dessert dish, and that is it. Plum budino. Thank you for joining the Pastry Divas.